Hello?
I think that was cool.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus. Not you, Ween.
It's always a
Oh,
weenie.
Peter, have you been here?
Yeah,
No, I didn't hear you say hello.
y'all were talking. How's it going?
Peter, how you been? I feel like you haven't been very talkative lately. You okay?
Yeah, I have a visitor here.
Who is it?
It's Ween. Ween visited for Labor Day weekend. Or not Labor Day. What weekend is this? Is this Labor Day weekend?
This is Labor Day, yeah.
Labor Day weekend.
Wait, Ween's there in real life?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Do you mind me posting a picture?
Yep, post a picture.
I'll post you a picture. Peter looks like a cryptid.
It's me.
Peter in the wild.
Wow. Peter, you look so cute as always.
Aww.
Hello, Beyonce.
Y'all want to be jealous for a second?
I guess, yeah. Jealous every day of my life.
Oh,
Did
hold
you?
on.
So I know. I'm before you say anything. I'm already jealous because you got to meet and hang out with Peter's mom.
That's
Oh!
I
Peter's
got to
mom!
take a selfie with Peter's mom.
Ah!
Oh my god, Peter's mom is so cute.
She is like really wonderful.
Peter.
yeah. So right now, Ween has the record.
That's
true.
No, none of these count. None of these count.
That's he's been able to say goodnight, Peter's mom,
Every night.
every night for
Yeah,
the
well,
past
guess
4
what?
days.
He has to be in fucking Discord to do that. That's the rules
Technically,
we've been living by. Like, Ween doesn't get to fucking
I
switch
just
it up just
changed
because
the
he feels
rules.
like it.
I just changed them.
I thought it was just
Ween,
a
are you
good night,
visiting
Peter's
Peter?
mom, regardless.
What'd you say, Shay?
Is it, are you visiting Peter, Ween?
I am.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's fucked up, huh?
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. No one ever thought about, changing the rules like that. Ween's an innovator.
Ween just changed the whole game.
You know, when someone breaks the law, I don't exactly look at them and go, wow, what an innovator. They really
It
broke
depends
some
on how
social norm there
creative
for
they
the
broke
better.
the law.
Yeah, okay, when we're talking, like, disrespecting the
wouldn't you
terms
call
of
Martin
fucking
Luther-
engagement here,
Wouldn't
that's
you
real
call
fucked.
Martin Luther an innovator?
Holy shit.
Sheesh.
What's your answer, Zachary?
Hmm.
That's a loaded fucking
Also,
question.
it's a little early to propose, don't you think?
What? What?
What?
Propose?
Joker
getting
said
married.
the terms of engagement. Joker said terms of
Oh.
engagement.
Oh.
Don't eat it.
Eat it, Sue.
Dude, don't eat resin.
You'll
We
get
had this whole
impacted.
conversation.
Do you think if you, like, open it up halfway done cooking, it's like a giant, like, gusher? Oh. Like, what if it was mid-cook? Uh-oh.
Oh no. Did you get it out of the mold at least? Oh dear.
Oh, one last thing, and then I'll be ready
We
to
can
go.
sand it.
Is everyone in roll 20? I feel like we're missing Zebra.
Where's
Floating. I had to log in.
Ugh.
Because
Mostly.
Roll20 is the one site that doesn't fucking remember who I am. Why is it like this?
That's an excellent question, Zebra.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to do a recap?
We died.
I
Yeah.
killed everyone.
And I helped.
And I helped. Yeah, go.
Wayne did expedite the process quite a bit. Wayne, how did you kill everybody?
I went to a bar, got very drunk, and had a lovely conversation with a man. I think about a horse.
Definitely a moose.
A moose. Don't remember if I got his name.
Honestly, I think we all learned a lesson. And that was, don't let Jan Cena out of your sight. Or at least have someone to babysit him, you know.
Don't say shit.
New characters gotta learn old lessons.
That's true.
The only one to blame is Ilja.
Yeah.
Ilja was like, ah, shit. Ah, man. Sorry, guys.
Aw, man.
Not to throw anybody else under the bus, but Steve did also go to the bar.
Yeah, Steve, why don't you recant the tale of how you died, or the last things you remember?
So the last thing that I remember was I ran to the bar to run some errands, and I ran into a man dressed very similar to myself. He said he couldn't believe I was trying one more time, and then killed me. Put a bullet in my head.
Now you dead.
Yeah, before I could even try to defend myself, he ended my miserable fucking existence.
You're welcome.
Finally.
Unless we blame it all on Steve,
Yeah, and that's
on Steve and Jen.
there was sure
what did
thing.
Alexander do?
Another way.
Yeah, what did
Sure thing
Alexander do?
Not to stir a pot, but
Alexander got a library card and checked
Don't
out
have
some
that.
books. And he perhaps found a wanted sign for some traveling companions that he knows. But he didn't turn anybody in.
Yet.
No matter what he was thinking about, he didn't do that. So
Is that true?
He didn't. Well, he got decapitated before
he
he
didn't
could.
have a chance.
Yeah, honestly
I
enough.
remember.
And then
Go
they.
ahead.
I was gonna say, and then Scout and Alexander had a moment of like they still tried to protect each other after all of that happened.
Paladins
ni-
to the end.
Now, nice little moment of being like, huh, maybe they ain't so bad.
When
Yeah.
a
You know,
portable blade is severing all of their arteries.
Yep.
Maybe they weren't so bad.
They got into an enormous baby fight in the middle of the fucking street.
they did do that.
They
Mhm.
did just start laying into each other. And we laid out maybe the absolute funniest, which is in fact right in roll 20, where I think only two of us realized that Jan was dead at this point, and I was not one of them because he didn't put his character token on the street. And he just goes, I'm running late, I'm having a discussion with the bartender about property law. So at this point, we're just waiting for Ween to put his character on the thing, and then Scout and Alexander got into a big fight, and Hero showed up. When Alexander was about to run back to tell Agnes that he has found the fugitives. So he
Can't
was
let
going to
you
rat
do
us
that,
out.
Star Fox.
Yeah, he was going to rat us out, but Hero caught us first. And Hero's like, no, I'm going to kill you as well. And he's working for Lady Helena?
Who was
Mhm.
the advisor to the king and queen of Alexander's kingdom.
And who
Yes.
also might be a Geldon.
Mm-hmm.
Which there's a lot to unpack there. And then yes, I think Scout and Alexander told Ilja and Aurora to run, but they stuck around to fight to the death, and we all just got absolutely blasted. And Scout and Alexander did in fact have a moment where they became comrades briefly. And when we woke back up at the mansion, Garrus bitch slapped Jancina. And Scout and
And then-
Alexander
That did happen.
tried
did
to
happen.
come.
We got scolded
Yeah,
for
got
acting like
scolded.
babies.
But I think Jan probably now understands how important this is.
So,
Yes.
True.
and there is one fact. Ilja did have a slightly different experience to the rest of you. While you all were killed very quickly, Ilja was able to stand toe-to-toe with Hero for several rounds before falling.
Wow. Okay.
It was for a moment.
Did Hero have a moment where he's like, "Did you skip leg day? You alright?"
Yeah, actually, legitimately. Ilja, you
If
feel
you
like
are.
your sword instinctively blocked several of his critical strikes before they were able to kill you. And you were able to live longer than you feel like you should have. And actually, even at the end, you could see surprise on his face that you were still alive.
We found his weakness himself.
I think one other note. Well, there really is no other notes. I guess now my question would be, since we're kind of restarting, what are stuff you wanted to repeat? And what are things you maybe wanted to change?
I think so I know I'm skipping a step here because we did meet Agnes on the bridge, and I'm not sure if we want to do that the same way as before.
Something interesting about that. If you do meet Agnes on the bridge, Agnes will actually reach for a picture of you all, and he will be stymied that he simply does not have it.
Ooh.
And as you walk to the mine, you will realize, Alexander, that's because it is in your possession.
You truly never brought it back to him.
Oh no, but I have my pendant still, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you cheated.
I did
Oh,
want to
no.
meet him again because I feel it's important that Alexander and he have a communication, an understanding of some sort with one another.
I will say, he is not unreasonable. Hero once hired is unreasonable. There is no changing him. Other good news, since you decided to summon Garrus this time, no one escapes and no one knows about you, so Hero is not hired to kill you.
Woo!
Yay!
This is what we should have done before. Is what Aurora
Oh,
says.
you didn't know.
I didn't know.
You also get biblically accurate Garrus.
Oh.
Biblically accurate?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we
meet
s-
Garrett
we saw
before
Show
he
us
gets
the goat
any...
titties.
He actually does not have much of goat titties.
What does he look like?
He looks very similar to this creature.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on.
The only difference is this
Give me a minute.
creature also has 4 arms. Each of the arms holds something significant. One holds a hammer made of gold. One holds a tome that seems to have nearly unreadable text if anyone takes a close look. One holds a burning ember, and the other holds a branch of an ash tree. Garrus on his turn gets 4 turns, one for each of these hands. Alexander,
Yes.
roll me a sweet religion check and add 10 to it.
Okay. I'll do that. There was something I wanted to do during this fight. I think we talked about it in
Yes, which we'll get to that as well.
Yes. I just didn't. I just wanted to put it on the table. Let me roll my sweet religion check. Which for whatever reason, I'm not very high at. Probably because I only know my own religion. 15. 26.
20. Oh my goodness, 26. You know without the shadow of a doubt, this matches every description you know of at the highest attendance of Heronius, the cherubim.
Mm.
Even down to the fact that when he is summoned in this way, he does not feel like an evil presence at all, but more a holy one.
Mm.
Which you're very confused by. Because
Yeah.
by all accounts, he seems like a devil.
Yes. Devils, angels. Mm.
I take a look at that text. Does anything seem familiar about it?
About the text on the floor?
He mentioned in his appearance there was something with text on it.
He has a
Like
tome with text on it.
tome with text.
Yeah, if you want to roll me an Arcana or Religion, if you try and look at the book. You are also able to know he goes very easily toe-to-toe with the Fallen Star Guardian that was in this room. Leaving the northern part to deal with the construct, and probably actually not collapse this part of the ceiling this time.
Okay, so that's a 17 either way.
17? You're able to tell. How much does Steve know about angelic language?
He, with his current iteration, probably wouldn't have been doing much regarding it. So nothing recent.
So I would say with a 16, you would have seen enough to know it was celestial of some kind.
Okay.
But you have no idea what it says without being able to read celestial. Okay. Any other questions or changes up to this point?
Steve, if only you had a party member who could read Celestial.
If only.
Scout, you can also, if you would have been down there, you think you could have taken a look.
I think I probably would have stayed up north, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Was Lily the same?
Lily is the same.
Alright.
Nothing has changed there. Yes. And Scout, you would know, while Garrus is summoned in that form, you feel no effects of the River Styx.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mentioned in the chat already, but I absolutely popped that fucking EMP not
You didn't even
not
wait.
when we were getting our asses
busted it.
beat. Yeah. That shit came out a whole lot earlier. So I don't know. That would mean we would have to beat the Celestial up by ourselves.
I have a plan for the Celestial.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, she will in fact pop it before the Celestial gets summoned, as long as Alexander has a plan.
Alexander, what did you want to do?
So I was going to do the ritual that they used in the church to control and summon the construct sentinels that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I even wrote one, and by wrote I mean ripped off a Catholic prayer.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
It's basically Catholicism up there.
yeah. So and he would have done the whole sort of like little ritual thing, and I don't think it's super complex. I mean, he's got paladin powers.
Yeah, no. You can definitely
set his
handle it.
little sword in the ground, say his prayer, which would be word for word what the priests used to control the sentinel.
Okay.
The celestials.
Roll me a religion with advantage.
Okay.
And we'll see what effect you got exactly.
17.
17. With 17, the construct will actually freeze for a moment, and it looks at you with what you can tell is remorse for what it is doing, and it actually begins to tear itself apart for 1 round before eventually succumbing to whatever was controlling it before and trying to fight you with what remains of the body.
Is there any way I can talk to it? And like,
What would you like to say?
I would have, Alexander would have been like, I am Prince Alexander, Ravenruth. I am your prince. I am the crown prince. Your will should be my will. We are one by the oath of Heronius and the heavens.
You would hear a somber voice say, Heronius no longer has rule here.
Oh.
Which, roll an insight.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good insight. 22.
Oh, the 22? You actually think the construct may be speaking purely out of speculation? Not necessarily that Heronius is gone, but more something else is going on up there.
Okay.
And remember, you still have all your paladin powers, so Heronius can't be dead necessarily.
That's true. Unless. Yeah. So I would definitely fight it if need be. But he would still try and talk to it.
You would be able to like I said, this all happens within roughly 1 round.
That's true.
It's disabled for 1 round. It kind of like rips its like weaponized arm off, so it cannot hurt you.
Oh.
And we'll go back to simply being controlled by what you probably know as the Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it will try to spew blood all over you, but due to Lily, it just kind of falls off of you. Kind of like a hydrophobic material.
Gotcha.
Just like.
That is probably all that I can do with the construct.
A good change. Anyone else?
This depends on kind of like the parties. Like, I
Well,
would check with the party. Go ahead.
I
sorry.
guess I would also ask, did you just save the frog outright?
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
bring biblically accurate Garrus to save the frog, or y'all good?
I think we can probably save him on our own.
Okay. I just wanted to double check. Garrus will go unbig mode after the fight is concluded.
Oh.
But yeah, what were you saying? You wanted to check with the party?
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I was gonna be like, if our plan is still to like see what we can figure out about the like god raising ceremony. I mean, like we've got Ariel right here, and she's cool with us, but she's not like super cool with us. But she did dig into my brain to find out that I'm telling the truth. So like, she knows that I'm not lying. So all that preface to say, like, we do have a Ariel here. Like, we could ask her for what she knows about it as a Ariel, but like, I wouldn't open that door unless the party was like, yeah, we should try and get some information out of her. So if the party would be like, maybe we should hold out because she's not totally cool with us yet, I totally understand. But Skent would actually ask the party before doing this. She would not like make this action without having the okay.
Sounds okay to me. I think it makes sense.
I mean, what's the worst thing that would happen? We have to rewind.
We
I'd
die
like to
again?
avoid
We're
lying
kind of
much
back.
more.
What's the worst thing that will happen? We die? No lasting mental damage from death.
No, you don't have to deal with the trauma of immortality.
He said it. We don't have to worry. Good.
It's true.
Canon.
Well, if nobody has any objections, Scout would ask.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay. Since you use EMP very early, and I mean, probably we're able to more or less foretell the events happening exactly as they did, Liana will trust in you this time. And she'll say, typically, the ceremony falls to a council of individuals who will then select an individual that has been proposed during the festivities. Then each of us gives 1/4 of our ability and raises them to godhood. We lose our powers for the rest of our natural life, and they are risen to another plane. She says, this time, however, things are unusual. My other sisters are acting bizarre. And she would say, and instead of just the council and all the usual bullshit that goes along with it, it is down to a tournament of arms to see who is the next god. This is simply not how things are done.
Who decides that? Your sisters?
No, the council.
It's a council. Like, I mean, how do they get council?
The Council of Neslim.
Oh. That's that place the rabbit doesn't like. The prince doesn't like.
I like the rabbit that... My
prince.
apologies. The prince. It's like, yes. The council there has overseen the tradition for as long as it's happened since Asmodeus himself. Never has it gone down to a tournament of power. It has always been by the popular vote or by the merits of their life.
Well, which seat are they trying to fill?
Wait, as you say that, you remember, roll me a history check, Scout.
Hey, okie
Add 10.
I can do that.
'Cause I feel like in character you'd remember this, but it was also 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. That is gonna be, I think. Please roll 20. 26.
Okay. Around the time in which you were heading over to the Red Manor, you know that the body of Felicia was used to house Teporiel when the god ceremony was complete. So you would suspect with this information that they simply want a powerful host and don't necessarily care what else that host has. Jan and Drizzle, you also know Felicia was heading to Nessalem after your adventures in Barovia.
Oh.
So, just to get this totally clear, it's very likely that the god who's going to be ascended at this ceremony is Teporiel.
Very likely.
Okay.
It's very likely that whoever is ascended will become Teporiel.
Okay. And it sounds like it will be Felicia upon whom all of the homunculus people are based.
Well, not necessarily.
No. Okay.
All the homunculus people are based on someone else, but Felicia is among them. That is information you can get from the library.
Right, okay. So Felicia's based on Sophia.
Yes.
There we go. Sophia, Felicia, homunculus people.
Homunculus people. There are 10 of them in total.
Hey, homunculus people.
Numbers 0 through 9.
Alrighty.
You know Felicia is 0, you know Fira is 4.
Alright, so So 2 down, 8 to go. Okay. That is worrying. That's very worrying.
Yeah, do you tell any of this to your comrades?
Yep.
Okay.
Probably
perfect.
probably worth sharing. And then, because I assume we would also then learn about how Felicia knows the Barovia boys, which might be helpful.
I would imagine you guys disclose that, yes?
Yeah, we'd bring that up since it's highly related.
And then my last, like, check me, Shay, because Shay no remember. Well, not that I don't remember, I just want clarification to make sure. Teporial bad, right?
Yes. Yeah. Garrus, having heard all this, would be like, oh dear. That's extremely bad news.
Yeah. We really don't want this ceremony to happen.
He's the one who really fucked it up ages ago.
Yeah, we really do not want this ceremony to happen. Also, it's bizarre that you say you all lose your powers for the rest of your natural lives because you flew an airship. Well, not flew it, but you.
That was actually before the crowning ceremony.
Was it? I thought it was happening in like 2 weeks.
The ceremony starts in 2 weeks. The ceremony ends in a month.
So there's a tournament in 2 weeks?
Let me actually give you the timeline because it is fairly important.
That actually, yeah, that'll clarify a lot.
You have 12 weeks total. 2 weeks, the ceremony begins. At week 6, they are crowned.
Okay. Yeah, we
the god is selected.
We really don't want that to happen.
And we'll just say, if it doesn't match up with what you did before, that's the timeline now.
Totally fair. That's totally fair.
Can you put that in a resource somewhere?
I would love to have that in a resource somewhere as well. Yeah, we really that's probably where everything goes really pear-shaped.
So it sounds like we need to go to this tournament.
Possibly.
And take this power ourselves.
No.
Oh.
No. Knowing all that Liana knows now, and I know she already knows her sisters are acting really weird. Not because they're being bitchy, because they were already bitchy, but that they're acting really weird regardless. Does she have any plans to participate? Or is she gonna go do something else?
She would say, if the other 3 are in agreement, I don't have a choice. I'll be brought there regardless. But I will hold out to the bitter end.
No. I didn't know it was possible for you not to have a choice about something.
I don't have a choice about many things.
Okay.
This is also important information I'm going to put in resources.
Okay. This is good for timelining.
Yes. These are your very large events that happen in this 3-month period.
This moose is not fuckable right now. But you know, like, that fucking reincarnated gnome was with them at the 8-week mark.
Damn, this is a big moose to be fucked.
That's a really big fuckable moose, and we can't solve that right now.
No.
I really want to find out what happened to that fucking reincarnated gnome. Anyway, we really did a thing. Okay.
I've known to do a thing or two in my day.
I think Like I would just really, I think, very much impress upon her. Like, we really that happens. The celestial plane falls. It's not gonna fucking matter. Like, how many gods you all have raised in the past. Like, this is the big shit, and all the gods are gonna lose their influence and their power entirely. We really probably shouldn't let that ceremony happen.
Yeah, and she would actually say, I would be shocked if some did not lose their powers earlier than others. Stronger gods with influence over strength and justice will fall first.
Like Tyr.
Here, the prime example. An enormous amount of followers.
Cough, 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 cough.
You okay over there?
Do you need your back hit?
What?
Jesus. Alright.
Now wait, you need to do 5 back pounds and then 3 chest squeezes.
All right, come here.
Well, that's not a foreplay that I'm familiar with.
Oh my god. Alright. I think that's all that I have to kind of like. I think also I'd be like, it's probably not a good idea to go back to Nestlum.
You say that in character?
Oh yeah. I probably do tell her that. I'm like, you might want to keep your distance. Not that we don't think that you can hold your own, but
Well, do I look like I'm anywhere near Nestlum?
no.
Got a point.
But you could be.
I'm here, I have a
No need to
personal
be a
guard.
cunt. Jesus.
I am a cunt. We know this.
Do we really need to save?
Damn, bitch.
Yes, because Scout really likes Fira.
Yeah, Farrah kind of looks like a little confused between all of this. Actually, Farrah will just kind of say, you guys will be okay, right?
Oh. See, this is why we have to save
Liana,
them,
will you be
Jancina.
okay? Liana just kind of scoffs.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get history off of this trajectory.
Please do. It's been ages.
All right, I think that's all that I would probably have to ask. Anyone else can feel free to like kind of hop in.
I think Steve would ask, you wouldn't happen to know the man that killed me, do you? He seemed
do
to
you
be
ask?
Garrus? Is Garrus?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Garrus.
Okay.
Who killed me?
He would say, well, may I touch you, good sir?
Now, is this gonna give me a flow of visions like every other fucking thing that I seem to look at or touch?
Yes.
This is getting a bit old.
Due to the nature of your existence, you are going to always be full of fateful visions.
You're always going to be touched.
Oh, hell.
Touched by
All
an
right.
angel.
Literally.
He'll come up and you just see him push a little goat finger against your forehead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Goodbye.
In your eyes, wide, see the entire
And you do
world.
see an ethereal third eye appear on Garrus's forehead that just looks directly at Peter.
that's a 15 total.
15 definitely does not save. However, it is good enough to make one threshold. You will only take... Oh, goodness. You'll take 3 psychic damage.
Oh, good. That's not bad.
It's on 3d10, so consider it God's
3D10?
favor.
Whoa.
3d10.
All of them rolled ones.
I got a slight headache.
Garrus would then his third eye would close, and he would say, "Ah, yes, back from your original life. It is a man I believe you met at the Red Manor, or at least an illusion of him. His name is Zachary Fidelio.
Zachary, who now?
He is the third of your little gunman fleet.
My gunman fleet.
Yes, you and 2 other people. A dark elf. And, well, him.
Oh, Gunch!
No, he doesn't know
The
about Gunch and
Gunch.
The Gunch?
No, just Gunch.
Oh. What the fuck is the Gunch?
the one who killed the bunch.
It's just Gunch.
It's somebody.
Yeah.
The one who killed James Carey.
Yeah,
The Bunch is famous.
they have a lot of guns, so they call themselves the Gunch.
She thinks that's how you pluralize guns.
Oh, she's very bad at English and Common.
You would happen
God
to have
bless
the
her
other
soul.
2 names, would you?
She's not. She's nice, but the other one is kind of a
Uh,
dick.
Oh my god, I need to open up the Dresden notes.
Oh God.
1 second.
I always forget which fate is which. Gunch is Lachesis, right?
Gunch is Lachesis, the middle one.
I don't know what that means.
The first one is Zachary is Clotho,
Okay.
and Peter is the end.
3 fates.
So
Yeah.
I have
Oh.
Zachary Fidelio. Is that 2 names?
No, it's his first and last name, Zachary
Okay.
Fidelio.
And I asked if he had
He's the worst he could possibly be in Italian.
Unfixable. And
In
then
there.
can Garrus give me the other names?
Yes, he is going to try and give you the other name, but this character is someone you met in the Dresden Files campaign.
Ooh.
That was a time ago.
Was.
Pull up the old books.
Oh man, I forgot. I'm reading this and I'm just remembering the other time Mallory really just fucked you guys out of everything.
God.
I was meeting that
Ruined.
wizard.
Ruined that
part?
story as well.
Remember, Ween, when you're like, alright, we're gonna talk to this guy and get some information. Mallory's like, I cast Fireball.
yeah. Where we split the party.
And Ween was like, God damn it.
my one non-chaotic character.
You
Yeah.
tried once. You were like, this is gonna be a great time, isn't it?
Oh. It was
Just
fun
play more
otherwise.
chaotic characters.
That was the answer.
I tried once. I gave up.
I miss
Once
that
was
story.
enough.
I miss that story.
Garrus would tell you her name is Ifelden.
Oh, how do you spell that? Okay.
You had it typed out. So you knew it was coming.
Yeah, I did, yeah. You guys never talked to her in the Dresden campaign, but she was there.
So you said that there are
Who
3
was she?
names: Zachary Fidelio, Ifelden, and then the third one is.
She was glamoured, actually. The third one is, he says, you.
Me.
You. Idiot.
Now, if these guys were my friends, why did he put a bullet in my head?
Garrus would actually say, remarkably, despite being one of the angels of knowledge, I have no fucking idea. Some things are still out of my sight.
Another mystery.
Killed by a fate mate.
Killed by a fate maid.
That's it for me then.
Actually, I don't know how any of you got here. You're far from home. Well, I suppose your answer is reincarnation, but I have no excuse for the other two.
More reincarnation.
Oh, anything else? Sue, did you say lower reincarnation?
I said more reincarnation.
Oh. You say, no, not in their case. They're the same.
Well, reincarnation-ish.
Sure. That's possible, I suppose.
Anything's possible.
Anything can fly.
God damn it, Derek.
Speaking of flying, why can't we join this tournament?
You can.
Oh,
Probably.
no. See? I have the goat's permission.
Oh, the
I-
why does the
I kind of look at Liana and see, like, what would be their chances of winning? And Liana would say, at your current state, 0.
Got 2 weeks.
I suppose you could try.
Training montage.
get my
Training
hyperbolic
mod-
time chamber?
I mean,
I start playing
we-
Train to Win or whatever it is.
We use this this
mean,
life to training arc.
yeah, if it was a really shitty anime, we would just spend the loops doing life or death training over and over again until we got stronger.
Oh no, that's a
Oh, are we gonna use the Monica solution?
Yeah, exactly. The Monica solution.
It's not
The
impossible.
Monica method?
Garrus says.
We just have to find some of the most risky things that we could
6
barely beat.
stronger, more powerful souls.
Do this.
Souls,
You could quite
come on.
legitimately do this.
But I mean, we might as well
Say we
figure
don't.
out things while doing it, and thus just doing the story that is laid in front of us.
So what does Garrus suggest?
Garrus says, I have no idea. I trust your capable hands.
Didn't out of character? Didn't he just mention something about souls?
Oh, no, that was a joke.
I think that was yeah. I
I
think
was
that was
quoting
good.
Dark Souls 2, where it says, seek souls, stronger, more powerful souls.
Yeah.
I didn't
That-
know. I was like,
That was
wait
a
minute.
fucking goof.
Is that a hook? do I
No.
bite? Okay.
Garrus would say, though, Henrik entrusted you with the threads of fate. I suggest you use them. Fuck around, find out. I'll be here. 4,000 years is nothing to me.
Oh my god, we are gonna end up doing a montage.
we can. Well, where was like a place we wanted to check out? We might as well do it.
Oh,
That's the
remember we
point.
did think about going to the archive. Like what I know. So like our plan was to like hit up the Thieves Guild for help with break it. Like do like debating Nessalem, right? But like
Mhm.
knowing what we know about how powerful things are, we might want to save like actually pulling the trigger on that for later. One
I mean,
thing
we could go
can
and
do-
die,
yeah,
too.
well, maybe I shouldn't ask this because this might not be out of character knowledge. Once Maria
fire away.
But I'll ask. Once Maria gets like upgraded at the library, does she keep that?
You don't know.
Okay. We could try going to the archives to see if we can get more information into our Alexa.
Yeah, I feel
You need
that.
2.0.
Get her
That's
to
an
get her to
option.
play some Despacito.
And then the other moose that we really do eventually need to fuck is that evil fucking necromancy dragon and her absolute shithole house of horrors.
Every day that passes, she gets stronger.
We do eventually have to clothesline that one, preferably earlier, or like preferably before the moon gets past the horizon on this Majora's Mask
There
But
is
does her strength reset with our death when we reset?
every
Or
time.
does-
Yeah, she resets
Okay.
with Felicia, or not Felicia. This
Lily?
bitch, Lily.
Yeah. So we need to keep a finger on that, but we probably can't beat her as we are right now. But we need to be aware of that. I think those are I think the things that Scout would point out. Like she would say, like, well, we're thinking about going to the Thieves Guild, and we might see how far they can get us. However, it's very possible we're not going to get very far with the information we have now. We can see what we can get from the archives because we haven't gone back there. And we also really should probably think about that dragon with the necromancy.
Are you trying to say Liana or just the party?
The party.
Liana might look at you and say, and just like, what the fuck are any of those things?
It's actually a very long story.
It's probably best I don't ask then. Fira, let's go. No, they will actually start to leave.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes?
So, the last time we met, you were headed for New Grunkton, but you didn't have a lot to share about why you were going there. It seemed to be a bit of a secret. Why on earth would you be going to a place called New Grunkton?
New Grunkton is a neutral space for monsters. Let's just say it's not very populated by the people who visit Nestlum. It's a safe space. I'm surprised you know about it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I know all
Well,
about
I guess I
New
shouldn't be
Grunkton.
too surprised.
Oh, we wouldn't have known about it if we hadn't found out you were going there, but I guess that means you did actually really trust us if you were going to share that.
I truly must have.
Well, I hope it doesn't come to it this time. Hopefully you won't need to go into hiding.
Like I said, at the end of our 6-week time period, I won't have a choice. I will be brought there whether I want to or not.
Why go in the first place? I don't ask this, but Scout is probably like, why go in the first place? Interesting. Okay.
Can you Grunkton?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think she actually asked it, but like well, if you're just gonna get brought back anyway, why go in the first place?
To not be brought back prematurely. Also, you could ask it in character, and she would give you an answer.
Yeah, alright, I'll ask.
Okay. She would just say, well, my sisters would take everything I know. It would not be good for anybody.
That's a good point.
And she would actually say, something has caught them. Something that exists. And she just kind of said, like, she like kind of just has a broad stroke of her hand, says, outside of all of this. I don't know how else to describe it.
So not like that golden light that we saw trying to infect the others, nothing like that?
Certainly related to that, but beyond that. Something else is at play. And she would just say, I don't know what. But I can't meet them. If I do, they'll have too much knowledge, and who knows if the thing beyond the stars is repeating time just as you are.
That
There
would cause
was-
some confusion.
There was something out there that seemed to know what we had planned, but we haven't encountered that recently. There may be something else that exists outside the flow of time, and that's what we really have to worry about.
Yeah, and Garrus would actually say, oh, any of the outsiders exist outside the flow of time. They just shouldn't be here. Your
Right.
radiance. We've discussed it before, but the radiance is one such outsider.
Is it all four? Are all four of them outsiders?
Which 4?
Radiance, resonance,
Oh, you say, oh, absolutely.
etc. Okay.
The goofy boys under the ground are another. But there's countless of them. They're always vying for the space.
Should have known better.
Yeah.
So they're largely pretty successful. If anything, Emmerich was smart enough to trap this one in a loop.
That has been very helpful.
I don't know how he did it, but it is impressive.
All right. I have.
Yeah, they will probably continue to
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
They will say goodbye, though. Even Liana seems cordial and will wave and say, Scout, she'll actually give you a ring. And this requires no attunement, but you may have free messaging to her at any point.
Oh, you just got added to the family plan.
Oh my god, I did. I just. Do I get unlimited nice weekend texting?
It is a very ornate silver ring, which you can see that this one actually has her name on it, Liana Real, and it has a sapphire embedded into it.
Oh, pretty.
And you do have unlimited talk and texting. However, you do get to cut to 2G if you use 25 gigabytes of data. So that's just fair warning.
And then I gotta pay
Don't
$10. I gotta pay $10 if I go over the max on the plan.
Yeah, don't use it too much.
Okay.
It's unlimited, but
All right.
it does slow down.
That's great. I love having a direct wire to somebody who is just an absolute bitch.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah. That won't go wrong. That won't go poorly ever at all.
Well, she'll also say Fira has one as well. But do know that any message sent, regardless of who has this ring, is sent to everyone. So I suppose choose your words carefully.
Including also the sisters, then, right?
No, she says this is her personal one.
Okay. Wow, I got her link. I got her link shell. Shit.
Yeah, you got the link shell.
Just got the pearl right up there. Okay. All right. So it'll go to both of them, essentially.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Just have matching phones. Okay.
What if their phones were matching?
You probably are. All right. Okay. We'll call. Well, I guess we'll call if we find anything else or need anything. You can reach out. In the event you need help or you find something, let us know.
What, Derek?
She would say, I have ways of finding you. And I will contact you should I need to.
Or even alive that
All right.
long.
Stay safe.
Sorry, I had to pee. I guess this time the only difference would be the angel statue corpse is there if you would like to look at it.
Alexander might be interested.
Probably.
No worries if not.
I'm sorry, can we elaborate? What would I be interested in?
I have no idea. I remember last time you were digging for the robot.
Oh, right.
The robot is available this time. Rather, it's kind of wrecked corpse.
Is that the
It's
one
not
you
very
guys summoned in the top corner? Like up here? Is that what that is?
Yes. Let me see if I can find the exact icon I used. Oh, it was this, yes. So you can just say this is wrecked up here. I didn't know what you wanted with it. If you want nothing with it, then no worries. But I remember you were digging for it before.
Yeah. I feel like I've gotten everything I can out of it. I don't know if there's any pieces of it that would be valuable. It did tear itself up a bit.
It did.
Any parts that can be reconstructed, recycled, Frankenstein.
Reincarnated.
If there's nothing that can be done with it, and I can't resummon it and make it work for me, then I don't think he would have any interest. There's nothing you can
Alexander,
do with it.
roll an
Yes.
Arcana. This would not be with any bonus necessarily.
Oh, that's unfortunate. 'Cause that's a 4 plus. That's a 5.
Alright. You think there's nothing here worth looking at?
That's okay, Alexander. Surely we will be back here again.
Yeah, Alexander, there will be many times to redo this roll.
That's fine.
That said,
Oh, sorry.
yeah. No.
Because the constructs serve the royal family specifically, they would have probably been engraved, or at least had some of like the silver rose birch. Is there anything on this particular construct? And this is just more out of curiosity's sake, that would have the old family stuff on it, or has that all been since removed?
No, actually, it does indeed have the silver rose brooch. In fact, you could probably even say this is not a new construct. This is simply just an old one.
Hmm.
Not necessarily that you've seen this construct, but you've seen this kind of construct many times. As I said before, it was a Hierophant class construct and was proficient in spell casting and support magic.
I actually have an idea. Will I be able to? Can I take the rose brooch on this construct?
Absolutely. You can
I
find
will
that
take-
without much of a problem.
Okay, I will take that. I owe a man a rose brooch.
You know he won't remember, right?
No, I know, but Alex,
Okay.
it's about the honor. You
It's
gotta honor the
I gotcha.
man.
It's the principle. It's the principle of the matter. That's fair.
Okay, and then that is it with the construct.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
I do have a couple of quickie questions for Garrus, but I have spoken a lot tonight, so I will just put a pin in them for when we have another moment.
That's totally fine. If no one else has really spoken up.
I don't
I'll
think
go
I
in
have
order.
any other questions.
Yeah,
I was-
Steve doesn't have any questions.
I was just about to ask if Fox would have anything he wanted to do or say.
I was wondering if, I mean, Fox wouldn't remember, but we still haven't found Clover, whoever was in the last.
Who was it?
The person who originally gave Fox the schematics for the gun.
Oh, no, you did not find him here. Fox, that said, do you want to look at the wreckage of the construct?
Sure, I'll take a look.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
How much should I just fuck up this roll?
I think you should fuck it up as much as possible.
Let me double check something here. I don't have that cantrip, do I? No, I don't. Okay, cool. Oh, not a good roll. That is going to be... Double check here. So that is going to be 21.
Not a good roll. It's a 21. With a 21, you are able to actually find... You find a small, almost like a coin-sized silver bit that weighs nearly 30 pounds. It's extremely hard to pick up, but you remember this is actually a power source to the constructs from the Gelden era in the library.
This could be useful for later. Fox is just
Yeah.
gonna pocket this.
Extremely heavy. Small little watch battery weighing about 30 pounds. Throw it right in your bag of holding.
There's this like loud thud as it lands.
It's like Rock Lee throwing off the weights.
Do I have any idea what this material is or anything? Or
No.
okay.
But you suspect the answers may be in the library.
All right. We'll add that to my list of items that I'm now hoarding.
That said, as he's digging through the rubble, Alexander, would you have anything to ask him?
No,
you good
I
with
actually
it?
don't. Yeah, that's fine.
That's good. That's good. And then I'm just gonna go in order. Co, do you have anything your character would want to do?
No. I'm good.
Alright. Ween.
Not that I can think of. I think I would just want to have a good fight.
Alright. Peter.
At the moment, Steve is ruminating over the fact that he has two people that once served with him in a past life, and one of them has killed him for an unknown reason.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's done asking questions about that for now.
That's all good.
Oh,
and Sue.
He might ask about the. I forget how it was described. The thing that prevents his mind from being tampered with, because I still have that, right?
What is it?
I don't know what it was. The thing that was preventing my mind from being read. It had like the language that I could read, but I had no idea how.
The mind defuckler.
I'm not actually sure what the mind defuckler is.
Well, let me see if I can find the name of it.
I can hear Ween.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fox is gonna put
the
a patent on that real
Empyrean
quick.
Mind Protector.
Oh no. That is used to break Four's mind control.
It's EMP. That's got
Yes.
Oh, okay, so that's gone.
Yes.
Okay. Deleting from inventory. And that's it.
Sue,
Derek.
did you have anything you wanted to ask or do in character?
Not particularly. I think it'd probably just be like, I still don't get why I'm here if I'm the shitty version. Well, why don't you guys just go hire the guy who killed us, since he's like, able to kill us?
You say that to Garrus?
Yeah, probably to Garrus, to people.
Garrus will say, "Oh, that's easy. Hero's at the peak of his strength. He had a destiny. You have nothing."
Oh, yeah, okay.
He says, "It sounds mean.
Man, that's
But really,
harsh, Bubble.
It means you can go beyond it."
Yeah, look at it this way. You're not even done growing yet. He's over. He's old news. You're the new big
He
thing.
peaked in high school.
Not to
Did
mention,
he behead you instantly?
Not instantly.
There you go. Already a step in the right direction.
All right, I guess.
Also, your sword. Far better shape than his.
He's going for the
And Elja,
quantity over quality.
As you have used your sword, you know that it still kind of shows its light, iridescent gleam to the glass blade. But you know Heroes was just completely dark.
It's kind of boring.
Extremely.
Okay. It's not immediately reassuring, but it's a little better. Hi, Alphonse.
And then Shay, we'll go back to you.
Alrighty. So my one question, so mentioning that like some things might seem to exist at a time because they seem to know like where we were and what we were doing. We didn't get a chance, and I'd probably say, Garrus, we didn't get a chance to really go back and talk to you after we went to the party last time. We kind of just went ahead to the Red Manor and then were murdered. What can you tell us about the Golthias family? Because they had some really weird instructions about us.
Golthias family? He'd actually say, the Golthias family is the premier vampire family in all of this world. I would say maybe second to Strahd, but Strahd had like his own dimension. But the Golthiases are quite powerful. They live on like an island nation to the northwest, almost near the northern border, of the North Pole. Why do you ask about them? What was their mission?
Well, they summoned a. First of all, did one of them turn into a dragon, or did one of them summon a dragon?
No, they turned into a dragon, just straight up.
Well, one of them turned into a dragon, and they were trading something with this guy who works for the spy contingency of.
As Kel says that, Ilja and Jan, you remember a Golthias yourself turning into a black dragon.
Yeah, what's her name? I forget.
Actually, I don't remember her name either. You can just say
Oh yeah,
Jane Golthias.
what's her name? I remember that. Wasn't Casimir was Golthias, wasn't he?
No, Casimir was a lich.
No, but his last name.
No, Casimir was just Casimir. He had no surname.
Sure about that?
I'm positive. You met him in the Amber Temple.
Wait, so you've run into them before as well?
Yeah, one turned into a dragon, and we fought it.
Did you kill it?
I think so. No! Was that the one that we thought we killed, but it turned into dust and got away or something?
No, that was actually in this campaign. The ones in this campaign did all turn to mist and get away, except the dragon one. And the Golthias, way back in Barovia Boys, you actually used a stone that summoned an entity of Bahamut to disintegrate it.
Oh.
Oh.
Which you know, that is, oh my goodness. What was that motherfucker's name? You no longer have this item at the moment, but you know that it was Harley's other half, who had a summoning stone that could summon aspects of gods.
Derek, I sent something to you in Telegram from my notes.
Yeah, you have him named Nerdlord Bookman.
Nerdlord
His real name
Bookman,
is not,
Scarflit.
his real name was not Casimir Golthias.
I wouldn't have wrote it down.
promise you.
I would not have wrote it down twice. Because then I
That's
wrote down
fine.
Owen Wilson's phylactery.
Steph, just because you wrote this down does not mean it's true. Casimir is just Casimir. That's it.
Okay,
No last name.
you can change the backstory, but at that point he was Golthias.
Okay. He wasn't, but that's fine.
Don't make me pull up the old recordings. Just say it's retconned.
We'll say it's retcon then.
Okay.
the fuck was?
I want the receipts. I want to hear where this is going.
He was like the old Matthias before, like, they turned into vampires or something like that, or he did experiments and turned them into vampires or something.
That I believe.
And himself got turned into a lich.
I am.
He has the
I'm
same voice as
here and look
Garrus.
at
I
those
can't wait
videos.
till y'all run into him.
Oh wait, I never thought they would exist in the same universe.
Oh, they do.
I feel like they have a slight difference.
Ticklish posable Owen Wilson necromancy action figure.
Oh, well.
Dude, I'm looking at Barovia Boys, and there's just a lawless land. Okay, to give you some context. I think I mentioned this to I at one point. The entire notes for my campaign for Observers After Hours Resurrection, which is this campaign, run session 6, 23 pages. All 3 years of Observers After Hours, or not even Observers After Hours, just Barovia Boys, is 21 pages.
Oh.
We got shit done. What?
Oh boy. How long did your notes get for the last version of this campaign?
45 pages.
Oh dear.
What was fucking... Oh my god. What was that bitch's name?
Which one?
The one who turned into the Black Dragon?
No.
Which one?
Maleficent. That's the movie, right?
Fucking... Harley Birdman's other half.
Oh,
Halifax. Yes. Halifax Birdman. You had a stone from him that was able to summon aspects of gods known in this world.
Was that the one where John Cena said "Hail Tiamat" and it like summoned someone?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
And it summoned Bahamut.
Here they are. Tiamat.
Which Bahamut fought with you briefly during the Gulthias fight and did melt most of the health pool.
Rain down in Barovia. I'm looking through the old videos now.
Using the anime replica rapier.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Holy shit, I forgot about the anime replica. Alright, we need to stop reminiscing.
No, I'm actually trying to get answers. I can't find my own notes.
Anyways.
Oh, you're at Peters.
Strahd's final words pushed in 9/11.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways.
Back
What the
into
fuck
the
is wrong
present.
with
You
y'all?
guys also recognize the name Gulthias as a dragon you fought ages ago in Barovia.
Okay.
My last question, which I think has a much quicker answer, and then I will take a backseat because I have to go to the bathroom. All those fucked up spells that we got, have we still got those fucked up spells?
Absolutely.
What would be the consequences of using those fucked up spells knowing that we can readily rewind time?
Garrus?
Yeah.
I don't think the damage to the universe can be repaired.
Yeah, like, that's my question. Like, if we use those fucked up spells, does that stick around?
He would say, oh, the spells I can't read.
Yeah.
Their effects are permanent. I don't know what their effects are. Only that they're permanent.
We should still be
fucking
pretty
crack,
careful.
dude.
We really shouldn't be using those liberally. All right.
He would say, that said, Emmerich and Felicia both used them to save their world at one point. Probably couldn't hurt.
Oh, if absolutely necessary, we do have access to them. I'd prefer not to get to the find out stage of things.
That's fair. Keep to the fuck around.
Until we really have a plan of action. That is, if it's our last resort and we
Oh,
know
let me
that
see
using
that
them.
Puffy Alexander.
Yeah, what does that say?
Puppy Alexander.
What is the girl? The last video in that title, girl. Let me see that Puffy Alexander. What?
Corvinus?
Oh.
Alexander Corvinus.
Hmm.
Who has been watching our videos 10 times?
That's a fucking good question, because this is like... These are
It was
the,
me.
Times.
this is the old shit. No one should watch this.
Where is?
I used to
Oh,
watch
this is
them
your
for
old
notes.
campaign.
Yeah, this is for Barovia boys.
Actually,
How did Alexander has moved through time?
Oh my god.
My God, he's here.
oh my
was always in
god.
the D&D group. Didn't you know?
Alexander was always here.
Okay. Anyways, enough
I used to
blubbering.
play a
I'm sorry.
centaur. You might remember.
No.
Holy shit!
I had that joke like on the back like burner.
No.
Like don't say it. Don't. It's
Wait,
just
I
can't.
missed it.
Well, you might not remember, but I used to play a centaur in this.
Shay would have been better off not hearing it.
Aya, that was in my game.
I simply
I was
snuck
the
Aya
DM.
here as Mallory.
We can't post these recordings.
They're always unlisted.
No, they're unlisted.
We get so mean girls.
Oh yeah, no, these are unlisted, dude. Don't worry.
Mallory sucks. Just in case you watch it.
If we ever want to have an actual play
Tell her. I
podcast,
want her to know it was me.
I edited it down. I edited it down.
I would absolutely do an actual play podcast.
we would have to actually be able to keep on our shit one day. One day,
Well,
that's
perhaps we will have restraint. One
That's
day,
what that's what editing's for.
When we're
One
slightly
day.
more aged and wise, surely we'll behave ourselves.
I mean,
No.
there's plenty of actual play podcasts that are also fucking just people goofing around.
Yeah.
Have you
that's
ever
part
heard of
the
the
part.
podcast Dungeons and Daddies?
What? Daddies?
It's about four
It's not
fathers
the
that get
the
sucked
good
in.
daddies.
Yeah, actual fathers to children. Sucked
Oh.
into the D&D world, their 4 children are
No,
kidnapped.
not like King
And they're all
Daddy.
terrible
I'm
fathers,
sorry.
and it's
I'm
really
so
funny.
disappointed. Why would you
I'm-
even bring this up?
You know my pain
They're
now when I
good.
found that
They're
podcast.
good.
Oh,
No, it's
we-
actually funny. Oh,
Ween too wanted Dungeons and King Daddies.
Yeah.
I hold Ween's hand in
What?
solidarity.
You want the
That's
heroes
what
to
just
fist the
happened
dragon
to
to death? Like, what do
me.
you want?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do.
God,
All
That's
bards.
that's an anime.
What kind of question was that?
I don't know what platform is gonna allow this podcast to air regularly.
We put our
Good.
podcast on FetLife.
Oh my
I
Then
mean,
again-
we have to
to
say
be
that it's
fair-
explicit, and with the explicit tag, then you can talk about anything.
Derek, I have a question.
Yes, Wayne.
This image that I captured from this video, is this not us fighting the Gulthias tree?
God,
I'll tell you in a second.
Shay, what were you?
Am I
Something
misremembering?
Clean up. No, dude. If it's like an image from the old days, bruh, we didn't use any
Burn it.
assets. It was theater of the mind.
So I thought we went through like a maze where we had to fight the Gulthias tree. Or
Yes,
choose
yes,
to
that's
do...
the Gulthias tree, 100%.
Okay, I was like, I
Remember-
thought we
Remember
fought
how
the
I used
Gulthias
really
tree.
bad fur affinity art for all the dragons?
Yeah.
Yes,
Here, I'll.
I do remember that.
I just wanted to check. I'm like, I swear we fought this tree, and that's what I should remember it from.
I remember everything being like,
Yeah, it was all super bad furry art.
yeah.
If you go in general nonsense, this is the Gulthias tree.
That's what I should do in my game. Just really. bad
Yeah,
furry art.
it was like all clip art too.
Mm-hmm.
It should
This
just
was
be like
before-
college mascots and stuff.
This was before I cared anything about production value. Oh, and if we did an actual play podcast, I actually buy like homemade assets.
So yeah, with that said,
Yeah.
we
anyways.
did beat it, didn't we?
You did. You beat it with
Yeah.
the help of Kelifex,
Yeah.
who
Cool.
is someone who is relevant to this campaign.
Half an hour later.
The last thing you did was kill them. I'm sorry, Aya, that we brought up shit from like 6
Yeah.
years ago.
I lost track. I actually was looking for that for a reason. Now I don't even remember why I brought it up. I'm sorry.
Find the dragon's
Looking
name.
name.
No, I just feel bad because when you guys like get back and like all that stuff, my eyes sort of glaze over. Then you'll ask me something, and I'm like, why?
No.
I have no idea.
It's our fault for even going back that far.
Goliath's tree chopped down, taken
Yeah.
care of.
Anyways,
We did it.
you guys fought. Well, Goliath is a vampire. You know the tree grows from a stake that stakes the vampire into the earth.
Mhm.
And oh my god, there's so many of these. Disgusting. I can't go back and look at those. But yeah, you did fight one that was a giant black dragon. And you can kind of bond with Scout over that, who does remember it as being another giant black dragon. Garrus would say that the Gulthiases are probably the most prominent vampire family on this planet.
Nope.
And then any other questions after that? What are nasty rustlers?
I don't know.
Sue, put this away. You can't play this while we're playing our current game.
I opened up the first video in the playlist and I skipped in a half an hour and found this. I don't know what this means.
We're gonna roll stop looking at dogs, stop looking at old D&D clips.
Stop looking for Ovi.
Immediately.
Okay.
This was all in response to Scout saying we need to take care of the dragon, right? Right?
Yeah, this was all in response to
Okay.
Scout mentioning kind of who and what they were.
I think Jan would just want to get stronger.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Jan, you did let yourself go for about 5 levels after Barovia ended.
I had the Thor end game. Hottie
Yeah.
now.
You and Eljo went on some low-level benders and lost like 5 levels.
Yeah.
Took
Oh,
some
speaking
Everclear
of.
drinks.
Aya,
Yes.
roll me a percentage die.
Oh man.
What does that mean?
Uh-oh. Whoa. Percentage.
51.
You want? Okay. You guys get your normal gold back from the chest that you opened.
Ooh. Lovely.
So we don't change our gold amount? We're still the same?
You didn't make any extra gold. You died before that was possible.
Do I still have access to my bank account?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Paying interest.
You will notice last time you left this place, you know, a lot of the combatants you fought escaped. No one escaped this time.
Survivors.
Garrus killed all of them, actually. The mind flayers that were in Garrus's presence eventually had most of their blood boiled out of them.
Jesus.
Yikes.
Like a nice
Blood boil.
blood boil.
Blood boil.
Haha.
Oh wow.
Little treat for you all in 2 weeks. Right?
Pretty soon.
I mean,
Either way. Yeah, what do y'all want to do?
Did the miners that were upstairs that were friendly escape okay? Like,
Unless you changed what you did. Did you let them escape okay?
Well, would they get put in there?
The Thieves Guild is always put in there.
But I thought Hero put them in there.
Hero is hired every 24 hours.
day cooldown.
To put the Thieves Guild away?
No. Every contract he has is a 24-hour period.
Oh.
So that an immunocompromised man can dance on the storefront.
Oh my god.
This man is an essential worker.
Holy shit.
What a hero. That hero. Immunocompromised man.
You would know from last round through all this. Hero is paid an exorbitant amount of money every time he's hired to kill all of you. If there is no reason to hire him, they will not pay it.
Okay, I just check.
Secret is we.
Good at least to know that they're at least paying the good money to get us killed, you know?
I do believe Scout had asked what his rates were, and it's about 30,000 a day.
It was an amount that we could temporarily pay at one point, and it was funny.
It was.
Hero, like to double check, Hero is not hired to kill Alexander, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Hero was hired by Helena to kill all of you, especially Alexander.
Oopsies.
That wascally wabbit.
Hence why he did not let you go talk to
That's right.
the other
I was
gentleman.
like, someone spares my life, but it's not Hero.
It's not Hero. Hero is lawful neutral.
Yeah, so am I. I'm not going around fucking assassinating people, buddy.
But she would if that was the law.
Not yet.
What, does he live in a fucking city where there's the purge?
Well,
you don't know. You know nothing about Hero outside of he is hired often to kill you. And that Veranta's casino is a neutral ground where he cannot kill you even if he wanted to, because Gwendolyn will incinerate him.
Don't make her tap the sign.
Mm-hmm. The casino is a completely neutral zone where no combat can exist.
Uh-oh.
Aster.
Unless you go to the Iron City Arena.
Where you
Jan
can get
freaked
some
out.
Gatorade.
Or you
Not
can,
even
you
lit
can get
in.
Gwendolyn's Gatorade.
Anyways, on
Yeah.
the topic of the story, one of my vote would be to actually, I think that getting Maria online upgraded would be interesting for knowledge sake. I want to know if we can keep that or not, and I want to see what more we learn.
Can we do multiple things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this would actually be a next step. So Maria Online is not something... You guys will have to go through the archives again.
Okay.
Which is a dungeon you will have to go through once more.
but we do have a library card, so we can skip that one boss.
You do have You do have Lily's library card.
But if we're going to level up as much as possible, we gotta kill it. If we're doing the Madoka method.
You could try and
Oh
do
my
the
God.
Madoka method. You could fight it.
Libraries are for nerds.
Are we doing the?
Oh, Alexander, you never returned your library books, right?
No, I didn't have a chance.
So you still have those books and your library card.
Yeah.
And they're horribly
Oh,
overdue.
no.
Well, they're actually underdue.
Actually,
You haven't
yeah,
delivered them
actually-
yet.
Yeah.
You've taken out those books 2 days in the future.
Yeah, which is impossible, so it loops all the way back around. Through the heat
You're gonna
death
get
of the
time
universe, through the
paradox.
Big Bang, all the way back to now. You're
I still have my
super
library.
overdue.
Yeah, you absolutely have your library card. And you can do whatever you want there at the at the Deepwater Library.
Remember, the library card is a privilege, not a right.
Watch porn on the public computers.
Yeah.
I will give you the same speech that fucking woman gives Goofy in that goddamn movie.
You just fucking bait on the 3rd floor of the library. No one's gonna stop you.
No,
You should see
Alexander.
the porn they got in the archives.
Garrus is like,
Alex-
I can show you the good stuff.
Alexander doesn't want to see the
porn.
good stuff.
Garrus's sex tapes are indestructible and have to be sanctioned underneath magical guard.
I'm so sorry I brought this up.
And Garrus does notoriously read smut. That is actually canon. He can't get off on it. He's simply not mortal. That doesn't mean he doesn't love it.
Didn't Saffron
Hey,
get like a naughty magazine or something?
Yeah,
100%.
that was like her link to her homeworld or something.
Yeah.
That's the focus.
Her link to her homeworld was actually through the Sneeple.
Snake people.
I just to circle back to what Ko said, I would totally be down to going to the archive as long as it's worded in a way that there's things to fight down there.
Is all Jancina wanting to do is fight?
Mm-hmm.
Are we on a genocide run? Like,
Yeah.
It's a Jancina training arc.
The training, we gotta
The
get
genocide
stronger.
run.
How are we gonna win the tournament if we don't
True.
get stronger?
How are we going to get stronger?
Is it your intention to go to the Nestlum tournament?
Probably.
Well, no, that's legit. Because honestly, like if you say that, Garrus would say, "Did you want to talk to the Thieves Guild?"
Back to the Thieves
We
Guild.
tried
then.
that last time. It didn't end very well.
Well,
Well,
that's because you were wanted, and you tried to fight Hero. Which Hero has a weapon ordained by a goddess to kill you. Not to mention everything else he has. Goodness gracious. Man is a veritable vault of weapons.
it's just like Koji's glamour dresser.
It looks just like Marmoro Bladesford's glamour dresser. There's at least 40 katanas.
It's one more katana I have.
He doesn't say that, obviously.
Obvious.
But he does say that Hero has a veritable vault of magical weapons to fight you with. And in fact, you remember from your last go around, well, from the go before this, you were actually helping Hero secure another weapon called Aurene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is where we got the world's strongest gnome.
Let's not do that one again.
Where you
don't
killed
remember
a archdemon, secured it in a sword, and gave it to Hero, and you got in good with Satan.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'm caught up now.
Mhm.
I remember. Well, I mean, the tournament sounds kind of fun.
There is a tournament in Nestlin. which is about 4 weeks away. Maybe 6 weeks from this point.
Plenty of time. Come now, you all must see how much
almost
stronger
like-
we can get to take on
It's
this
almost
tournament.
like 6 weeks is when something happens.
Big stuff happens every week. You just have to remember it and re-experience it. Last time you only made it 3 days. But again, this time you are not hunted by Hero.
This time will be different.
This time will be different. Speaking of, what's your goal?
Yeah.
So you were able to leave the temple. You had Lily. Everything is mostly the same, except no survivors made it. You know a little bit more about Garrus. Alexander in particular knows that Garrus is a pretty high-ranking angel.
He's still
What do you wanna
math
do?
leading that one out. Like,
Yeah, no, Alexander was hating on Garrus a lot, and then you kind of saw Garrus in his full Christian form, and then you're kind of upset about it, because you
Yeah.
really wanted to hate this goat, but honestly, every piece of him fits a descriptor of Heronius's, like, honor guard.
Yeah, it's the math lane. Is he's trying to like? That doesn't seem right.
Second.
Well,
Well, I'm
Well.
waiting.
Well, we can still go to the Thieves Guild if we want. Otherwise, we can go to some of these other leads.
these are what I'm more used to. Don't fully understand what going to the archives will really accomplish.
That said, Peter,
To those character.
you get the same letters as before. Do you want to go check on your earnings and incomes?
If the intention is for us to spend some time in the city briefly, yeah, I would.
Okay. As you go and do that, you know this is very different than the last time you did it. As you go there, you meet an orc named Jonathan, who simply just says, "Oh, you must be the tavern owner here. Is that right?"
Yeah.
Well, Steve, pleasure to meet you. My name's Johnny. And he holds out a hand to shake.
I shake it cautiously.
He gives you a
But
big.
firmly.
I mean, he holds it way too hard.
Oh, I don't
But
like
pleasure
that.
to meet you, boss. Well, this is our establishment. I heard you bought this kind of, third party. I know you've never been here before, but we do have quite a bit of revenue to share with you if you are so inclined. And he gives you the same reports you already have, where you have a couple thousand gold to work with on your own.
No,
He's
thank
like,
you. I appreciate it.
"Oh, of course. You're the boss. You want us to do anything in particular?"
Any
I don't know,
possible
man.
way we could reinvest this into other businesses in the area in order to increase our revenue over time, compound it?
What?
Well, my man, I didn't know you were quite the businessman. What were you looking into?
Well, if there are any businesses that seem to be struggling with maintaining their own finances, I might seek to purchase them as well. Expand my businesses into other fields. No
I can
use
leave-
just having money sitting doing nothing, right?
I can think of a few brothels, inns, and a paper press that is struggling, where our business is not. Would you prefer I invest in some of those? Johnny
Well-
says.
What are your fees for that kind of service?
Well, I don't. You already pay me to do that kind of service, sir.
I do. Yes, I do.
That's really
And I
good.
And I pay you quite well.
Yeah, that you do, my good man. And he kind of blinks, and he's got like a golden tooth. This orc is not doing too shabby for himself.
Now, what I'd like you to do is to pursue some of these struggling businesses and perhaps inquire about acquiring those properties and using our current market strategy and improving their businesses as I have with our current establishment.
You know, frankly, I thought you were a bit of a money laundering skis bag. However, I see you've got a plan all along. Mighty fine to meet you, Steve. I'll go ahead and start buying businesses as soon as I'm able.
Now, do your best not to. One second. Do your best to keep the current staff as hired as possible, but do not hesitate to remove some of the less savory folks that seem to be leeching off of the good graces.
Don't worry about that. They're as good as gone.
Much appreciated.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
He tips his hat to you. And he's going to start buying businesses left and right.
I didn't know that Steve was a carpetbagger from the South.
Fucking hearing Ween laughing in the background is getting me more than anything.
I'm gonna just start just owning this town.
Holy shit.
Are you just trying to become Doug Dimmadome?
I will say, Steve, you do know this town is an oligarchy, and you can easily buy your way into a council position.
He goes Doug Dimmadome.
We play King Steve.
Steve Water.
Steve loves wine.
Now, Steve, hear me out. What can you serve at a bar? Do you know what bars need? Bars need alcohol to serve.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what alcohol? Like
Oh
obviously,
my
you've got plenty
fucking
of
God, Scout.
Definitely, I would be backing up Scout on this one.
Is Scout's Winery needing a little bit of influx of cash?
It hasn't started. It hasn't started in this. It hasn't started in this loop
Shark
yet.
Tank. We're Shark Tanking it.
We're Shark Tanking it. Yeah.
Okay. In all seriousness, though, I do take about 100 gold out of that for my own pockets.
Okay.
Wow.
Not a lot, actually.
Terrible
Yeah,
CEO.
Just enough. Just a little dividend.
Like dividend?
Some walking around money.
A stividend.
A payment to owners. Slight shareholder equity reduction.
No, not Bull Fairy Nut Powder. Ween, get that shit out of here. Yeah. Okay, with that kind of money that you're leaving at Johnny's disposal, he's easily gonna buy like a dozen businesses.
Holy shit.
Perfect.
They're all really shitty ones, though.
They're
Shit,
all
now.
pretty bad, but
It's a tannery that does not do. They only do vegan leather, but this is like a time before vegan leather is actually any good. Just shit.
But you gotta keep in
But there
mind
is
that if he
mushroom
gets the whole,
leather.
if he gets the whole
no.
area,
Yeah, but it's like really bad mushroom leather.
what if
Uh,
what if Johnny gets the rights to mushroom leather?
Oh, speaking of which, there's these really cool pancake mushrooms growing on the oak tree outside.
You get some?
Maple?
They just look like pancakes. It's really funny.
They don't taste like pancakes.
Steve would give him the brief instruction to say and send over any purchases and plans and track all choices made, so that I could recreate the scenario every time we reset.
Yeah, no, he'll totally do that. And actually, as you, I guess I forgot. I got so caught up in all the bullshit we've been talking about. When you go back to the mansion, Emmerich will even be waiting for you. And he will say, I guess just to all of you in general before you go out during the day, say, so what have you accomplished so far since I gave you the threads of fate?
Mm.
I'm starting a business chain.
That's a good start, I suppose. Scout,
in the long
as
run.
the the singular leader, mostly of this group. What have you done?
Be made de facto leader when she really doesn't want to be. She does. She's struggling with that a lot, I think. On a personal level. She
You wanna
probably would
talk
say,
about
well,
it?
huh?
Does she want to talk about it?
Probably not yet.
Okay.
But she, you know, it might lead to some problems later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck it
But
up.
she probably I think she our last cycle didn't go particularly well. Getting used to one another proved to be a bit more difficult than I think we anticipated, but
I personally thought Alexander would be an excellent addition to this team. Fitting in flawlessly. No issues at all. Was I right?
Scout leans leans kind of forward, and of course, since she's like 3 feet shorter than he is, it looks kind of silly that she is like leaning in to do this.
He's
but
like
she is.
5'11", so it's very
Yeah.
funny.
And she's probably like, is that sarcasm?
No, of course not. Honestly, I thought you needed someone from Mirabar. They were from the perfect time period. An extremely capable fighter. Excellent pedigree. A beautiful man. Perfect.
He's a rabbit.
I mean, he probably doesn't know what he looks like when he's not a rabbit, so I'll take his word for that.
Emmerich doesn't care either way.
Fine looking rabbit.
You know, we'll leave that there. But no, I think Scout probably would, because Scout probably does have a little bit of trouble detecting sarcasm, would have genuinely asked. And then she's like, well,
He would not have any sarcasm, but it is funny they would detect that, so just roll with it.
Yeah, so that's what but so she would sort of say, well, being that he is from Mirabar, Vespera, specifically, I think
she a fake name, he says.
Well, that's where he's from.
That's true.
Being that he is from that area, we had a few. It was difficult for us to see eye to eye at first.
Truly.
Yeah.
You guys are the same. Both devout to a strange god. Both paladins. Both pretty unwavering in your opinions. I guess in hindsight, it may have been a problem.
Scout looks at Alexander. Do they share a look?
Yeah, he's gonna raise like a little eyebrow and kind of like his little bunny nose is gonna twitch. He's unfucking impressed.
But you are correct. He is a very formidable fighter.
Oh, of course he is.
And
I'm gonna put Emmerich on the map here.
And certainly has some things that I hope we are able to answer. But anyway, we were murdered.
That's a good start.
3 days.
Who did it? Yeah? You've lasted much shorter. Many times. So who did it?
Kind of was from all sides. I mean...
My evil twin.
Hero. A classic. Now, I will say, lots of people have stopped you over the years. Hero's been the #1 enemy so many of these times.
Are you keeping score?
Yes, actually. Hero has, looks like 38 times. He's killed all of you. And he points to his notebook. Like, quite incredible, actually.
How many times have we had to kill him?
Well... You've had to kill him every time he's tried to kill you. You've succeeded 0.
That doesn't sound right.
But that's why we have the beautiful, the wonderful, the armed Ilja.
I do have arms.
You do have arms, and you have the weapon required to defeat him.
In any version, does he have this weapon?
Yes, he used it to kill you last time, I assume.
Oh.
His blade of black glass. Emmerich says, kind of mimicking the motions with his own katana.
Oh, I see. Okay. I gotcha.
Also, surely you remember me from Barovia, right?
Oh, yeah. I should have known you were mixed up in all this.
Wait, you know each other?
Great Zokra!
What does Ogre say?
Zokra knows something in top shelf memes that I shouldn't have clicked on.
You shouldn't have told me about
continue.
it.
I know. But yes, Jan Cena and Ilja would remember Emmerich as Felicia's friend in Barovia. And she would actually remember Emmerich hanging out with Gwendolyn. Who I don't know if you're ready to tell the party about.
I thought I remember him being like diced, minced, and sliced on a
Yes.
slab. Okay.
Emmerich let
That's
you
what
use
I
all of his
remember.
gear for one level.
Yeah.
You ever need someone to hold your gear again?
Oh, heavens no. You wouldn't have made it through there without all my gear.
I'm gonna make it through here.
You didn't make it through here once.
Well, but my gear was hardly going to help with that. Ilja, don't you have a Vorpal blade?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess?
You actually, out of character.
Is it Vorpal blade?
Right, you don't, right? Are you guys hiding this from
he would actually say, Ilja, show me the sword of your homeland.
Okay, I pull out the sword. And it's like shiny.
It hasn't awoken yet. That's okay. You have... I assume I gave one of you the Threads of Fate, yes?
Me.
Of course. The one with the immortal body. Well,
What?
you'll have plenty of time to work that out.
Is there like a sword alarm clock?
No. But obviously you haven't awoken it yet. Else this would be a very different situation.
How does it awaken?
Use, levels, practice. Ilja, you've never been very practiced. From what I remember, anyways.
That's kind of true. I guess I could practice. I guess we're doing the training arc then.
It couldn't hurt to do the Madoka Magica strategy.
Yeah.
He literally says that.
He could, in canon, he could say that.
As he is from a world that had Madoka Magica, he could literally say that, but he will not. That said, he would say, well, I think you're off to a great start if you've only been through one cycle. That said, I am here to offer my services. I can perform one large event that you've done and repeat it indefinitely.
Oh, you're like the guy in that Rome video game that
Very much so. Quite similar to that game. And you may in fact offer me, as myself, to be king.
Alright, what will nominate you for to be king or whatever?
Why don't I get Jen to do some Emmerich art?
You need some like proper artwork of him.
Ask Jen if she has commissions open. Anyways, continue.
I think Alexander will clear his throat softly.
Yeah.
And he will go. It was you that brought us all here, myself included.
Yes. Yourself included, to an extent, but you won't like perhaps one of the questions you have for me.
I wonder. I think you brought the wrong person from my timeline.
You would say. Oh, why do you think that?
Because there was someone very close to me who doubted the church, and I never have, though I did say I would look into it on his whim. But I think the one you meant to bring was Valeris.
Alexander, as you say that, you hear in your mind Valeris Windward, right?
He will nod to the voice in his head. He doesn't want to talk out loud to the voice in his head.
It is Emmerich's voice.
Oh, it's Emmerich's voice. Okay.
Yes.
And he will aye.
And he will say, and who is it you think that asked me to bring you here? And in fact, in your head you would hear, he was hesitant at first, for he knew you were quite stubborn, but he also knew that your heart was completely pure, and that you would do the right thing no matter what it took. And you are far stronger than Mr. Windward.
Oh, Alexander will lower his head, and he's like, it still should be him.
So, you actually get kind of a sympathetic nod from Emmerich, and say, I too shared someone like your Mr. Valeris, and I know how you feel, is all he will say, actually.
Okay.
But he says, unfortunately, it is you in this position.
If it was his whim that brought me here, I shall strive to be more agreeable than I have been.
He did say it would probably be a couple cycles before you'd be agreeable. Don't worry, I'd accounted for it.
You just said.
Wait a minute.
This is in Alexander's head.
I'm sorry.
Lie to Scout.
You lied to me?
I mean, Emmerich knows it's a fucking disaster. But at this point, why not try it?
Alexander will have nothing more to say. But now that he knows. No, I don't think he would ask. I don't think he would like the answer. The obvious answer. So.
What's the question?
Well, I got two of them.
Yeah, go for it.
I take it that Valeris is not in this world.
He would actually say, you may be surprised what you find if you go to the north.
Oh. His little ears will perk up. And then he'll go, did Valeris make a deal with a demon?
Devil, but yes.
Valeris. Like, well, I'm gonna have to have a talk with him about that.
I'm sure you can find some redemption. But yeah, so Emmerich will kind of exist as a mechanic where if you really want something big done in a loop, he will do it. And that will be his spend for the loop. Also, he can be there for like general questions and shit.
Does that continue in every loop, or is it just
Every
for that
loop.
single loop?
Every loop. He can
We-
redo shit you know will happen.
Can we move him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Emmerich actually restarts this at the same time as Garrus at the beginning of the time loop. The only difference is he has no memory of the last loop. Garrus, however, will have a memory of the last loop.
Can we change the last loop where we gave him his armor back?
No.
Okay.
Emmerich has all of his equipment.
I had to
all,
try. You can't
all
blame
5
me.
of his. Look, I'm just gonna say there is an opportunity for one of you to be attuned to the hateful strike, which is his sword, and it sucks, but it is very powerful. Peter almost had it last round, as Karan.
Almost had it.
Almost had it.
The sword.
If he had failed a couple more wisdom checks, he would have been a Pact of the Blade Warlock from 1 to 15.
Oh, Jesus.
What a change that would be.
Like I said at GBBQ, that would have you would have completely rewritten your character. Say level 15 Warlock. So yeah, there is a. I mean, and also, do you want to ask him where he got his equipment?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good question, right?
Is it possible for us to get our own equipment like yours? It helped us quite a bit.
Oh, of course. He says, look no further than Wayland or the Burnished Blade. He says, Wayland the Smith fashioned all of my gear. Of course, this was probably 4 millennia ago, before any of you were, well, even conceived of.
Wayland's what? I'm writing it down.
Oh, it's Wayland's. His smithy. I actually don't remember what
I remember
he named
Wayland, but...
Whatever shop he owns in town.
All right, we have somewhere to go. Well, I appreciate that. If we mention your name, will he give us a discount?
He may raise his
Probably,
prices.
yeah, he'll
frankly.
probably charge us more.
Gotcha. I'll let everyone else talk.
Cannot recommend. Don't. Actually, just don't. I knew him at a different time. But his hands should still be quite skilled.
Seems like.
Okay. See, we're already doing better this loop.
Well, we aren't dead yet.
That's true. Peter, I got cookies in your bed. I'm sorry.
Bruh, what kind of fucking cookies?
What kind of house guest? What the fuck?
That's also
Peter's like,
legit.
yeah, you use my bed, eat cookies in it. That's
I don't care how
fine.
close
I'm
I've been to another individual. I've never gotten cookie crumbs in someone's bed.
I'm looking at it, making sure there's no chocolate stains on my fucking pillowcase,
There's not.
which I set up to give him back support. Meanwhile, he's eating bunny grams.
I just ate
My
these.
place,
That
Jesus.
was your mother's cookie.
My mom makes a whole batch of cookies for
It was
me.
delicious.
Dude,
Half of them are on my
And
bed
I've
now.
eaten it was one cookie.
every
little bit.
GBBQ, Peter's mom makes a fucking Ziploc bag of cookies, and it's so fucking good. It's not even funny. She
These are
makes like
full-size,
chocolate
too.
chip oatmeal cookies, and it's so delicious.
And then we just dumped half of them in Peter's bed.
I know.
Well, now I'll never
This ain't
need
about
to
him.
I'll never need to get up and get cookies from the kitchen ever again.
You didn't get up. I got you the cookie.
Yeah, I know. And now I won't have to do it ever again because I'll just, if ever I want a cookie, I just lean over and reach down into my sheets and just find it.
Now, Peter, you gotta change your sheets, bro.
Yeah.
Can't eat cookies out of those.
I should be cleaning those regularly regardless. That said, any other questions?
Emmerich, you know any good bakeries?
Not in deep water.
Oh,
Let's start one.
yeah, another adventure.
Could start one.
Yeah, get on that, Steve.
Put it on the business plan.
I think my only question, just because I'd like to cover my bases, like, is he going to be contactable via Garrus / the mansion, or like, if we need to get in touch with him, do we have to go through any like specific hoops?
He would actually say he will give you a symbol, and he will give it to you on a piece of paper, and it looks like a very rough, basically character that you can draw at any point. And he says, "Use this, and I will know of what you said."
All right.
Anyone can roll Arcana or Religion on this piece of paper.
Really?
Nat 20.
That
I'll roll a
one.
religion.
The 22 total, Derek, for Arcane.
That's
Oh,
pretty
21.
good. Wow.
21.
Shit. $30?
Jesus.
30? Did I make it? Question mark. Okay. So everyone with a 20 or 21, you know that it is an infernal symbol that you could really use at any time to
What?
message a particular devil. What's that, Queen?
That wasn't it. You go ahead.
Okay. Fox with a 30. You actually know this, but this is a sigil of Umbriel, the angel of hatred that lives within the bottom of hell and is in fact Emmerich's patron. And anything said to this sigil will in fact make it to Umbriel and Emmerich's ears.
So, you know, Fox would normally ask something about this, but then he gives like a sidelong glance at Alexander, then slowly looks back and asks him, cool.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Alexander knows it's a devil symbol, so he probably won't use it. I wanted to make sure he knew it was a devil symbol.
I don't think Alexander understands the extent of how much a devil symbol this is.
Since Fox rolled so well, does Fox want to hold on to the devil symbol? Or Steve? Scout honestly would have like offered it to Alexander if we had not just had the revelation that he would not accept a devil symbol.
Make copies.
Yeah,
I could probably get these into something more permanent.
it's just a unique sigil that you can do whatever you want with.
Oh,
you
I actually
know
have an
the
idea
sigil
for this.
now.
I hand you the paper.
If you paint it on a wall in like somebody's room and they don't know it's there, it's gonna be used like you're bugging the space or something.
See, I was gonna put it at the fucking like end of the barrel of my gun so that every time I shot, it rang in his ears.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Not that.
Bruh.
I take the paper back.
Death has changed Fox.
Look at Emmerich. I'm like, are you really sure about this leader thing?
Actually, as you look at the symbol, specifically Scout and Lily, if she is here, you both feel a calm solace looking at the sigil of Umbriel. And you feel welcoming to having the sigil among you.
Oh, someone who's known hatred well.
Mhm.
I mean, we met Umbriel. She was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. You remember her being pretty fucking dope, actually. It's crazy.
It was actually pretty chill. Then this was before the hatred stuff.
She almost killed a Riol on her own.
Yeah, and Max bit one's leg off. Sorry, that joke's never gonna die. I just think Max should have been the one to bite the leg.
Extremely funny.
But yeah, whoever wants to whoever wants to hold on to the sigil, like obviously we should all be able to draw it, but if anybody wants to carry this specific piece of paper, please feel free to have it.
I can hold it if you.
Maybe everyone but Jan.
I have that a no.
Actually, I think it would be kind of. I think it would be kind of funny if he keeps calling up Emmerich to be like, "Hey, so about your armor."
So
Holy shit.
Steve could carry it, but he might have another flashback for some reason.
It would not.
Well,
Steve had no affiliation with devils.
if
That's
Jan wants it,
No, please,
I
no.
was holding it.
No, don't. Scout, you should hold on to it.
Or
I just
Scout.
look blankly at my hands. I just wanted to help.
Okay. So I assume it goes to who? The Jan?
I think we.
Drizzle. He'll just
He'll-
have to just have Scout keep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scout has it.
Scout should hold
Perfect.
on to it.
With that, what do you want to do next?
We should go somewhere as a crew that we pick. So are we gonna? Do we want to vote? Put it to a vote.
Well, do we need to go to the Thieves Guild? Or do we want to do something first for that?
Well, we mentioned the archive to upgrade.
Steve's vote is archive. Because
Okay.
going for the Thieves Guild last time killed us. Steve would like to
Oh.
try something new.
We never got to
They weren't very helpful last time. That is true.
I just want to be clear. I'm good with whatever. I just
Oh, I
my
think
vote.
Shay got Comcast.
Oh no.
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 What'd you say, Aya?
I think Alexander would opt for the archives if we're taking a vote.
Hell yeah.
archives.
Whoa. JB.
hello.
Baby,
Yeah, we'll
baby.
either. She'll take either.
Okay.
We have
That's-
strong.
That's legitimately that's not like an indecisive thing. I think that's an in character decision to not put an opinion down on that.
I put my thing in the chat of what I would say to Jan.
Oh,
Try to convince Jan. And otherwise, that would be Aurora's choice, but also like, if more people wanted to go the other way,
Yes.
she's not gonna
Ooh.
argue.
If
no,
you
that would. But
If you guys are talking about this, so Emmerich will meet you at the mansion. If you talk about going there at the mansion, Maria will say, "May I go with you?" The being
that?
that will be Maria.
Oh, Maria.
Yes, yes, the other Maria. She'll say, "The being making the body down there is, well, me from a different time when I didn't know all of this existed. You'll want me there to take its place." Yeah?
That does sound like a good idea.
Okay. And, Garrus will give you a USB stick.
A what?
Garrus will
Nice.
probably specifically give this to Scout. Saying, don't fuck this up. When you get down there, just plug it in to one of the screens, and it should be fine.
Okay. I think I can do that.
I'm sure you can, but I think the others would break it out of some kind of strange idea that it's witchcraft and mysticism. And nobody needs that.
Maybe you break it to.
Well, I am a warforged.
Exactly.
Release her
Basically the
spirit.
same thing.
You have to free her from her prison.
It could be a magic spell contained within it.
Yeah. Anyone have any counter, or they would rather go a
Well,
different way?
Maria, what happens if the other you manages to get into your system?
Oh, this USB will simply overwrite the other one. No problems.
So it's basically the same as performing a memory reset.
Sure. The other one has a bad memory, though. Corrupted.
Well,
You remember the whole, the Radiant's kind of corrupting her
well,
programming situation.
I do remember that. That's why I was concerned that the Maria we have might be taken advantage of.
No, this one is free of that. It's the one you saved. I put it on a little storage drive to keep with me in the mansion.
Right. Well, as long as she won't be in danger.
Of course not. Have the utmost faith.
All right, I'll hold on to this USB drive.
Okay.
Do we have a day to go about like we had before?
Yes, you do actually. You do have a day.
I need to
You're-
talk to this man.
Oh, hell yeah. Actually, let me go back to that map because I went to a different map.
I'd also like
Saying
to
this point?
add, I would totally be down for Aurora's plan.
Oh, okay.
After you say that. Like,
Nice.
Library of Pain, I'm in.
Okay. That said, what does Alexander want to do with this man?
So Alexander is gonna hop over to him
Mhm.
and do the same like greetings they had, like hey, and then I figure some of the conversation will follow
Yeah.
online.
He'll
like
also
a-
still just be like, what the fuck are you doing with all that old stuff?
Yeah. But Alexander will be like, any luck on the fugitives that you are after?
Oh, goodness. You're absolutely right. Let me... And he kind of roots around through his stuff, and he's like, I had a picture of them somewhere. What? Oh, devil. I can't find a goddamn thing I'm looking for. Well, pardon my... This is so embarrassing. I don't have a picture of them.
No, that's all right.
So,
Um,
I guess it's going poorly, he says.
No, it's quite all right. This is going to sound a little funny. I'm cursed as a rabbit, you see, but you and I have met before, but you probably don't recognize me. But I believe I owe you something. He says like a liar, and he'll dig into his pocket and offer the brooch that he got from the construct. He's like, you probably don't remember this, but I do in fact owe you. We had an agreement some time ago.
Well, he'll take it and he'll be like, I dare say you're quite right. I have no memory Such an agreement.
But it's quite the treasure, is it not?
Are you
as
bewitching
as-
me?
No, Alexander he'll kind of laugh and he'll wave a little paw. He's like, no. You can check it for spells and things like that. But as you know, these roses are given to only the most honorable knights.
He would say, "This rose is enchanted."
What?
What is it you're playing at, Bunny?
Oh, no, nothing. It's for
Perception
you,
check.
to honor an agreement. What was that, Koji?
What was it? Roll a deception.
Oh fuck! I'm really just trying to be a good bunny.
I know.
Um,
He has no memory of this, unfortunately.
18. No, I know.
Oh wow.
18 deception.
Mamma mia. So as you say that, he looks deep into his soul, and he seems to try to remember something. He's like, perhaps it's something I've forgotten. I'm sorry, my memory has not been quite what it was.
Oh, it's no problem. As I said, I don't look the same at all. I have been cursed. So obviously, if you had made the deal with a rabbit, you remember such a thing. But just
Yeah.
a regular human being.
Honestly, it's completely absurd you say that. You're absolutely right. I would have remembered such a ridiculous bargain.
But
with the
I was
rabbit.
just a regular. I could have been anyone on the street.
And of
Only-
course, you have the armor of old Miriandel and what have you. My mistake. You're right. I will take this upon my good faith, and whatever you had asked of me is yours by right.
Of course. But I would not just give the rose to anyone. Only the most noble of knights deserve such a token.
And he says, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Alexander, you have for the next 24 hours the effects of the spell Bless.
Hell yeah.
Hashtag.
Hashtag blessed.
Where you can add a d4 to any attack or saving throw.
Ooh. And Alexander will hurry back because he doesn't want to get everybody killed, even by accident. And so he'll be like, "I hope you continue to be an excellent knight of the kingdom, and I wish you luck on your hunt."
And he holds the sword before you, and you feel an immense power from the sword. And he bows and he says,
Oh.
"Of course, Sir Knight. Thank you so much for seeing me in such a blinding time."
Keep the faith. It'll all work out in the end. And that's that. I wanted to make sure that Alexander kept his end of the bargain.
Good shit.
Derek, did he just roll like absolute trash again?
He absolutely did. He rolled a 7 on his insight roll.
I was
Hell
literally
yeah.
just gonna ask what dog shit roll this stupid little idiot made.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's so great because this guy is literally as capable as Hero, but it's simply rolled
It's
so
what's
poorly
it's so funny.
at every turn. He actually has a very good story that you could use against him. Just never come up.
It's okay, I'll love this NPC where no one else
Hey.
will.
That's
Well, no,
all right.
I wanna be
You
clear.
can eventually use it to your benefit.
Also, at some point, now that Scout and Alexander get along, she'll tell him about the guy with all the books on Mirabar one day.
One day.
Mhm.
Because it'll come up at some point. We talked about the Golthias folks, so
Oh,
that guy
boy.
lives in the mansion where they were. So one day
Whoa.
she'll be able to share that information. If she she probably hasn't made the connection yet, but if he's ever looking for information,
Will
door
it
is now
come up
open.
at some point. You guys are going to the archives, though, yeah?
Yeah.
What are the maps I use for the archives?
Was a while
That's a
ago.
good question.
Oh man. Was it this one? It was.
Oh, this is the sewer.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's the
Alright.
sewer.
That's what I can show you.
There they are.
Behind here was this guy the entire time. Back
Wait,
when
where?
Mallory destroyed the sewer. Right here.
That's Steve. The wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like... Let me see if I can find his modern day icon. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
please.
Is
that
that
you
is that
missed.
Rickard? Before
Yes,
he had
it is Rickard. It is Rickard before I found the joy of Pit Crew.
It looks exactly like him. Actually, you did a really good job recreating him.
Thank you. I did try to make him exactly, frankly.
Is this one Lily?
That
Yes,
is old
that is
Lily.
old Lily. This is old Scout,
Oh.
if you remember correctly.
There's
And this is
there's
Mark
Mark
Bastion.
Toast.
Yep. That's
Oh,
her.
Peter's old
That's-
icon.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Well,
There's-
Aya,
You wanna
look
see
away.
Peter's old icon?
Oh my god.
Shit.
This was Scout was still at this point. Or
Wow,
no, had she
guy.
become a gnome yet? Didn't she? She was a gnome, wasn't she?
No, she was not.
No, it was pre-gnomed.
Oh,
I
that's
actually
right.
think
That was
he
after the
became a gnome
archives.
in the Dirge.
No. I was a gnome pre-Dirge, but I think it was post archives
Mhm. I believe it
because
was...
we went out. That was like when we went out and did a bunch of like town shopping, and that was
We
when the
were
that
trying
was
to
when the
hide our-
notification happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
'cause Lily did a transformation on all of you to make you different. But you were stuck as long as you enjoyed the form. Which you did, so it's stuck.
Mhm.
You know, that pose is actually perfect for Ember. No. In hindsight,
Who?
that pose
This
with
one?
the arms up is perfect for Ember in hindsight.
Oh yeah, now
Oh,
she's
is
in
that Ember? I was
That
gonna
is
ask.
Mallory.
I was like, this is exactly what I expected.
This was
I
where
agree that myself.
Saffron dumped her into the sewer.
Yes. This was another
Good.
moment in which she completely fucked the party.
Mhm.
Well, I made it a whole point, like, alright, it's full of explosive gases.
Fireball.
Probably fireball. Fire would not be a good idea here. Immediately, fireball. Alright. You explode a large portion of the sewers, and you are not able to meet this gentleman over here.
Where's Vela?
Over here?
She's under
This
Fox.
one.
No, that's my. Is that Vela? No, that's.
Oh no, that is
that's,
your little guy.
That's my
Where's
little
Vela?
guy.
Under.
Is Vela dead?
Probably.
Vela might be under me.
Oh
maybe?
yeah,
There
it
she
is
is.
under Fox.
There
Yep.
she is.
Hey.
Mushmill.
Wait, this was Fox.
Yeah.
Oh. He's got a gun.
It's the guy with a gun.
I think he still has a gun.
Well, he does, but I also like Fox's receding hair.
Yeah, this is me, Fox.
Fox as a me.
Before amiibos existed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I will say this will probably be the end of this session. If y'all want to just do the archives next.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, as you get to the archives, the attack robot will come at you. But you have the library card, so
Attack
the door
it.
simply
No.
opens.
No.
Shit.
Now we still have 20 minutes left in the session. I will do that combat ween. Is that what you want?
Wayne is giving me the slyest smile.
Is this what your heart desires?
The experience.
Okay, I will say, I would prefer to skip the combat, and in fact, if John does initiate combat, Scout will just pull out the Threads of Fate and rewind. No, I'm kidding.
That would be so funny. He just goes charging in, and you're just like, all right.
Is that Emmerich of like, how can I help you?
But that said, the one good thing about that boss fight was the fucking Xenogears dual tech.
That is
Yeah.
true.
That's right.
You didn't
Which I
have a
think we
chrono
have a
trigger
meme
dual
of.
tech.
Which I do think we have a meme of somewhere. Anyway.
So the archives is not where I thought you would go.
Oh.
That's fair.
But
Sorry.
it is one of the most informative places you could go.
I'm sorry. I just felt like, from a standpoint of us hearing that we need to be stronger to actually do some things, I was like,
I
we
actually
should just
thought
get
you were going to go to
knowledge.
Nessalum. Because last time you're like, all right, we're going to the Thieves Guild. And the Thieves Guild led you on a mission to go to Nessalum. And then in Nessalum, you would have learned a bunch of other shit that you weren't learning now.
We can still do
But
that. Yeah.
that's true, actually.
Go next time. Next time we fucking die.
Yeah, which I'm sure we're gonna die plenty of times.
Or
We
you
actually
could,
died against the Guardian boss.
you could win
That didn't
in
work out.
the archives. You don't have to fight full-powered Marie anymore, who is basically your test fight for Felicia.
Oh, which, to be fair, it is probably good we don't have to fight Proto Maria because we don't have 2 level 20 characters to carry the fight.
You did have your old Peter character quite boosted. Peter, that said, do you want your old Atropos hat?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Yeah, you can have your old cowboy hat.
I pick it up.
It does say Atropos at the top of it. You gain no benefit from it now, but you feel like it's important.
I wear the hat proudly.
You actually find it before you even enter the archives.
Oh damn.
Where do I find it?
You find it kind of on the ground in front of the door. Almost like it was waiting for you.
Destiny. Fate. All of the above.
A twist of fate, some might say.
2 things my character might be accustomed to.
Twisting and fate.
What's he twisting?
Fate. Fairly large. This was his favorite drink.
I was muted.
Baited.
Alright. Next time you will enter the Gelden Archives. Do you take Lily with you?
Oh, it's true.
What?
Do we take Lily with us?
Is she awake right now?
Yeah, she's awake, just as she was last time. Hero did kill her instantaneously as well, with very little issue.
I would give her the choice if she wants to come with us.
Lily would insist that she wants to go if you tell her.
There you go. That's Jan's boat. Not gonna take her autonomy away.
Okay. She'll go with you unless one of you wants to stop her.
I get
No,
her a giant weapon to take
You know,
with her.
it's like
Protect yourself.
She has her own weapon.
I do want to keep her safe,
Oh, that's
which
right.
is like, that's the hard part where it's just like, I really want to protect her, but at the same time, I also feel like keeping her in the dark about things is more likely to get her to lash out because I think that's Scout's perspective on it. She wants her to be safe, but she's worried that if they keep her in the dark, that's actually going to end up hurting them.
Yeah.
I think Ko was about to say something too.
No, yeah, I agree. I was gonna say, honestly, anything we do mess up like that, we just don't bring her next time if it's something really bad. But I think we should at least try everything.
I will say the archives would probably be their own next session. They will just be very different from the ones you traversed before.
Huma.
Hence why I asked if you even bring her to begin with. Peter will find his hat directly outside.
Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Totally cool. Just put that on.
Yeah,
no
actually, even before the robot engages,
There's like a trap rope around it.
the hat's just sitting. And Peter, looking at the hat, knows it is made for him. And he wears it.
Does it fit perfectly?
It fits perfectly. In fact, there's a +2 charisma boost while you're wearing it.
Ooh.
How long does it take us to find the fishing wire before he gets reeled in?
You're gonna get reeled in this time.
So it gives a +2, Derek? I thought I said it didn't have any immediate effect.
Well, that was last time. This is now. +2 right now, immediately to charisma. Above your cap of 20.
Swag.
Also, for next session, you have all leveled up once.
Ooh.
Was that put us
Magic
at
words.
8?
Yes, it does.
Yay!
What do I get? What do I get?
Oh. Oop, that's wrong, Jan.
Do I get another piss aura? I get another piss aura!
Wait,
You-
did you say we leveled up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you get one more level.
I was talking to my sister, sorry.
Ability score.
We get what?
You get another level.
Already? Damn.
Mm-hmm. I told you, I want to get you back to the level you were before as quick
my
as
God.
possible.
Hold on, we are doing the Monica Magica. method.
Y'all know y'all are gonna level to 30, right? It's not 20, it's 30.
I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that.
I didn't know
I
that, but
do.
that makes me kind of hard.
You guys will actually get, so at 20, you will select a hero class based on your decisions through the campaign.
Death Knight.
That's always been the plan, actually. I'm just telling you about it now.
Exciting.
And
Death Knight.
we'll kind of get to customize that as shit goes on.
Not a lot of health points.
And nothing could go wrong between now and then.
No, of course not.
Definitely not.
It's not like you're playing a elaborate chess game with someone who is also remembering every single time spin that you've all done.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
No, of course not. What could go wrong?
OG, what have you done at Alexander's retainer? You've taken everything from this man.
That's an excellent question, Alexander. In fact, in due time, you'll know.
You know, Alti?
Oh no! A fate worse than death.
Alexander's retainer would do anything to see his master safe.
Oh no,
And successful.
Derek, are you tapping into Aya's like number one?
Number
Victory
one what?
Royale.
Fortnite, we about to get down.
No,
Go down.
I don't know what to
Get
call it because
down.
it's like it's not like a kink, though it kind
It's
of
like
is.
a trope. It's like
trope.
a
There we
romance
go.
trope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had it originally. I guess this isn't really a spoiler. I had it originally where I wanted it to be like that, but I think I was like, this is like, I don't know if I can do this or if it's like okay. I know it's my character, but I felt very self-conscious about it, and I talked to Koji in like private, and Koji's like, no, do it. So yeah, it is that trope.
Good for you. Yours is still alive, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. Alexander has no idea. It's just very funny because Emmerich already had a very similar trope existing in the wild.
Yeah. Are we gonna meet him? Are we gonna meet him?
It's funny because Tempo is the only one who met him.
Bumpo.
She did. We don't even. I don't even think we know he exists, really.
You don't, because I don't think Tempo ever mentioned it.
No.
But who knows? Maybe you will meet him. Maybe you'll meet him in the tournament of gods.
Oh.
No, he can't go there. That's where his powers are gonna go. No.
And maybe his powers, maybe much like you with Taimura, his powers have already been given to him and removed from everyone else.
Oh.
As he holds the hand of another god.
Literally.
His wife.
Quite literally.
Oh, maybe one day we'll meet him.
He'll be rolling around.
Speed of sound.
Got
Places to go. Gotta follow his rainbow.
Gotta follow his rainbow. But she did give Tom his rainbow sash.
Hi, gay.
Is it
Happy
gay for this
Pride.
gay guy to be gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek, there's one thing you should know.
Sounds pretty gay.
Man, I don't know. I think we could maybe work around
Nice
that.
Ron.
Work around.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Anyways,
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Saffron was also the trope.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's a lot of that trope.
There's a lot of
I
that
love
trope
that.
in this game.
I love that trope.
It's a great trope.
It's a good trope.
And funny enough, the man Emmerich refers to was even his house's main servant.
I simply love retainers that will do anything for their lord. I think it's so neat.
And this is one of them. You don't, in character, you have no idea that exists. But needless to say, Emmerich sympathized with your plight. Yeah. Good session. We'll call it there for tonight.
Oh yeah.
We'll continue in 2 weeks where we go through the altered archives. Now, this is actually where I first thought y'all would go.
Oh, so you've already had this prepared.
Mostly.
Back to the past.
We're gonna have to introduce Ina to the sex robot.
Sex robot.
I don't know what possessed Derek to use this one specific icon for a couple of.
Wait, what was the
I
sex?
forgot about that. I did not think it was a sex robot, but it did become a sex robot.
Go. Where is it?
Can you find it?
I don't know.
You know,
Can you-
just
can you
out of
show me?
curiosity.
Alright. I've left.
I'd be right happy to.
I left roll 20.
I did.
That's too late.
The
Just
sex
post it
robot will
in.
come in time.
We'll never know.
Hat.
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 I really hate Hex Spirit's Toes.